Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to today's topic. So by the time I would have made this channel public, there will be people from my Instagram, and so I probably need to explain this. The topic I'm about to talk about today, I had already written down on my blog for Substack. And because I know that there are people who don't like reading, even myself sometimes I don't want to read, I listen to audiobooks instead of actually reading the pages. So I know there are people with shorter attention span and who cannot be bothered about reading. So I decided that the same topic that I write about for Substack, I would also film talking for YouTube. So whoever prefers this or that, they would just choose and listen to what they, pay attention to the one they prefer. So today I wanted to talk about how if you're my Instagram, you would know that I am an unprofessional model. I had traveled quite a bit in last month, May, June. During these travels, I got to walk the runway for Philipp plein, Philipp plein. I know, it was really cool. If I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know how huge he was. I had only learned of this brand, to be honest, like a couple of months ago. And I realized surprisingly that it's actually a really big brand. So when I was informed that we were flying to Cannes to see him and have a business meeting with him, and I get to come along and experience and explore all of that, I thought, oh my God, you know what I mean? And this is fashion. So as a skinny girl, I was like, oh my God, what if they give me a job? What if he sees me, likes me, and offers me a gig? I laughed about it. It was just a fun comment. But in my heart, I was like, wait, if that happens, that would be pretty cool. So fast forward a few days until actually attending this meeting, I literally was struggling to choose what to wear. I finally decided to wear a long dress because as a skinny tall person, if you wear long trousers, longer skirts, longer dress, you will appear taller for some reason. You just seem skinnier and you seem taller when you wear things that are long. Even for shorter women, I think if you wear a long flowy dress, you will seem, and maybe a little bit of a heel, like a 2-inch, even a 4-inch, you would seem really tall from a distance. So I basically chose this dress because I wanted to seem tall, because just in case, I know a Delulu princess, this is me. I am always fantasizing, I am always dreaming. It is always something going on in my head. So I got dressed up and we get to his villa, which was pretty cool, by the way. Never been to a luxury villa in Europe. So seeing one in person in Cannes, it was pretty, being there and seeing, his lifestyle was really fascinating to me. So we get to his villa and the guys go for their meeting, and I was wandering about with another girl, just admiring and doing Instagram photos, enjoying the view and the environment, And after a while, his manager and he passes by, they pass us. And as they came close to me, his manager, am I allowed to say his name? I'm not sure. His manager said, hey, Philip, I'd like to introduce you to Bella. Bella, this is Philipp plein. And I was like, oh my God, nice to meet you. I extend my hand, he shakes it, doesn't smell, doesn't really look interested. And then he just walks away with his manager. The thing I want to, this is something that I've noticed about successful people, the poker face. They could have so much going on in their brains, but they will say nothing. You cannot tell. This is something there are a few things that I'm beginning to realize after years and, spending a lot of time around successful men, that there are just a few things that they do, qualities they have, that I need to figure out how to, adapt for myself. some of them, a lot of them are very good. I think we're going off topic now, but a lot of them are very good at reading body language. They are extremely good at manipulating people. They are really good with psychology and the poker face. You could often you wouldn't be able to tell unless they want you to be able to tell how they're feeling. But oftentimes, a successful person could be talking to you, having totally different mindset in their head and giving you nothing physically. So that's exactly what happened that day. Philipp Plein is one of the luxury brands of our time. He's everywhere, so to stand in front of him, have him not even look at me and pass by, and then to be asked by his manager, because he came back to me, he was like, Philipp was wondering if you would like to walk his runway tomorrow because there's a fashion show tomorrow. And of course I said yes. I was really excited because my fantasy and my delusion is coming to life right here in front of me. So that was pretty cool. I was like screaming like, yes, I would love to. They introduced me to what were they called, like event organizer, something fancy, but two gay boys. And I started talking to them. They were like, do you know how to walk? Don't worry, we would help you brush things up a little bit before the runway, because you do look it, so we kind of have to get you on the runway. So just having that experience was really cool. The point of sharing this is not because I wanted to brag about something cool that happened to me. It was because one thing, though, I think the girlies that are dreamers like me, the delusional girls, there's nothing wrong with that. Having the right fantasy in your mind could really help you manifest your dream life. Everything that I have right now, positive or negative, I've convinced myself that it's because I thought about them. It's because I manifested these things. So I'm trying to work on my mindset. I'm trying to work on the thoughts that are in my head, because for some reason I basically create whatever I fantasize. Anything I strongly have feelings for, like if it's something I have strong positive feelings for, it manifests. If it's something that I have strong negative feelings for, it also manifests. So I think from one of the messages in this conversation is basically that you can manifest whatever you want. You can create your dream life just by thinking about it. Yes, you still have to take action. Yes, you have to do this and that. There are things that I did that day. One, I decided to wear the long dress so I seem taller. Two, when Philipp said hello to me, I stood up because in my head I was like, I want him to see my height, because when you sit down sometimes people aren't able to really see you. I was secretly hoping to score a gig, so I just stood up and I said hello, and it worked basically. So that's me taking action. So yes, it's not enough to just fantasize about it, to think about it. Yes, you have to do this and that, but it's really important that you have the right fantasies in your mind, because when you wake up, you sleep, wake, dream, breathe, eat your fantasies. You're more likely to take action that would help manifest those dreams to life. After the excitement and the adrenaline of being asked to walk a runway of a major fashion house died down, I started having a lot of doubts, and I was going through something at the time, so I was feeling really vulnerable. So I started having doubts, like, oh my god, I don't know how to walk. What am I gonna do? Like, look at all these models. The models there were like really skinny, really tall. They were walking heels, because this is the life, this is their job. They were walking the high, really, I'm talking 6-inch block high heels. They were practicing on this. And I haven't walked the runway in like 10 years, 7 years, something like that. So it really started dawning on me. What are you doing? You should say no. You should excuse yourself. You cannot walk a runway. You're an introvert. You're a shy person. What are you gonna do when you have all those eyes and cameras in front of you? You know what I mean?